Dear colleagues, best regards from Germany and good wishes for WEFTEC. The climate change will have a significant impact on weather patterns, our ecosystem, and also on our water resources and water supply. Here in the Federal Republic of Germany and in whole Europe, we approach the challenges that climate change poses to the water sector. The consequences of droughts, floods, and severe storms. There are a few challenges that we must face. Many aspects need to be considered. Many questions need to be addressed in the water sector. How can we deal with changing weather patterns, such as the increasing occurrence of heavy rainfall and heat waves? How can we get our cities climate resilient and therefore crisis-proof to ensure a good quality of life? How can we sustain water supply in the future? Also, we are currently working on further water-related topics in Germany, like trace substances, a sludge strategy, microplastics, and multi-resistant germs. At the same time, we are trying to develop a water strategy on a national level that is supposed to guide us until 2040. Of course, along with a new Green Deal by the European Union, with which we are trying to achieve the carbon dioxide emission neutrality of our economy in the long term. I wish all of you at WEFTEC a great success, lots of intensely discussions, and above all one thing, that together we work well for the future for our water. We need adequate planning and risk assessment to ensure a long-term sustainability of the water cycle. Best wishes from Germany, all the best.
Yeah, welcome to this small introduction to the German water industry. My name is Rudiger Heidebrecht. I'm head of the Department Training and International Cooperation in DWA, and I was asked by my boss to join the WEF the conference and to say something about Germany sector in a short 15 minutes video. First of all, let's have a look what are the facts about Germany. We have a water supply. We are 82 million people in Germany, and we need 124 liters per person per day. Pretty proud on that. It's only 6.5% in the drinking water, and most of the water we extract from groundwater, so we don't like to take it direct from the rivers. And we have 18,780 water protection zones in Germany, so that means we have a lot of taking care about that, and we spend 2 billion euro per year investment in water supply in Germany. Roughly 9,500 wastewater treatment plants with 152 million population equivalent. That's a capacity, how we count that in Germany. It's a little bit different to the other people, how they count it. We have more than 500,000 public sewers and about 2 times 1 million kilometers of drains, and we have more than 50,000 retention tanks in for combined stormwater handling in our system, which is quite unique in the world as far as I know. Degradation in the wastewater treatment plant, 99% BOD5, 95% COD, 98% nitrogen, and 91% phosphorus. Sludge, up to now we use thermal 52%, and we incinerate, and 29% agricultural. Landfill is completely forbidden in Germany, so nothing goes on landfill. And we're going to close down the sludge handling on agriculture because we're going into incineration in the years to come. We spend 4.5 billion euro every year investment. You see that all. What is DWA doing? Because I think that is also quite interesting to see what we do. We are an association like the WEF people, founded after World War II. We have 10 committees. We have more than 330 working groups with more than 2,000 experts, and they meet 400 to 500 times a year, and we're creating a standard which is about 18,000 pages and more than 300 different standards. We print the standards, and of course these days everything is digital. We update these things data coming out every year. And I'm head of the training. We train in DWE altogether 35,000 people. It's a business. And then we have, of course, software, and we have TSM, technical safety management. That means the system must work 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So that is for gas, energy, drinking water, wastewater. We do the wastewater, the other things are done by other associations. So that's roughly what DWA is doing. Let's see how the wastewater treatment plant developed over the year. From 1930, we had about 300 wastewater treatment plants in Germany. Then we invested a lot after World War II, especially in the 18th, 19th in Germany. So it came up to 10,000 wastewater treatment plants. And now we're going down a little bit to 9,500 because we're getting bigger units and they are connected. We started in 1952 with 10 million population equivalent. Now we have 152 million population equivalent. It's all the industry which is also connected to that. Here in the middle you see the red line. This is development our standards. These standards are quite unique. These are like clean standards, technical, best available technology in Germany, what we do there. Just to show you some examples of these, one is the Expo well. This is a research in Germany the last 10 years based on our design standards, how we do the areas in the world. So this is a standard which is not only for Germany, but it's also for the rest of the world, and we sell it for 58 euros. And English, it's available in English and German. The other one is a reuse of wastewater, which is also getting very popular nowadays. Especially in the Arab countries and in these countries, they're doing a lot on this. So we develop a standard on that, what we do in Germany on that. And we sell these standards. Two more examples. Digital transformation came up last year. So this is a booklet and the standards, how we're going into digitalization, how to motivate it. The other one is the energy checking on the wastewater treatment plant, how to do it, what are the best way to do. So we develop a standard on that as well, on energy checks for wastewater. This gives you a short idea about these kind of things. Let's come back to Germany as a whole. Look, this is Germany, West and East Germany is here. You can see in the middle, this was the border, and of course West Berlin had a special situation. The rivers flow normally from the south to the north, or from the south here, from Dresden to Hamburg, all the way, so from northeast to north. So that is mainly the way. Most of the rivers you can also travel by ships, so it's possible to have cargo on the ship or have some tourist time on the ship. So a lot of lakes and rivers, reservoir groundwater. And you can see in south of Germany we have a lot of Alps, quite 2,000–3,000 meters high. In the middle area, and then in the north of Germany, it's a flat area what we have. Here in the next slide, you can see the catchment areas. So we have 5 transboundary catchments, and we have this river Rhine, Elbe, Oder, Weser, and Ems. The biggest one is the river Rhine, and here the river Elbe and Weser, Ems, and the smaller ones over here. So these are the main things. So here you see the rain pattern. I think that's also interesting. Most of the weather comes from northwest, and you see in the Alps and in the western part of Germany we have a lot of rainfall. The average is about 800 millimeter per square meter. This is the dry area is more the east part of Germany, is more the dry weather. Flooding, because with the rain also the flood comes, and the melting of the ice in the Alps. It brings a lot of snow sometimes, but it's getting less snow. But when the snow comes, we get a flooding area. Here, all the red points you can see, these are the flooding areas. So flooding is a big topic as well in Germany. Here, the slides you can see the pictures how it looks like. Let's come to another one, waterways. That's very important because we transport from Rotterdam a lot of goods going all the way up to Switzerland on the River Rhine. You can go from the west to the east to Berlin by the ships. And if you see the silk train from China coming, it goes to the Duisburger harbor, and from here you can distribute everything around Germany in the container by ships, which is quite useful. Here on the other slide you see the traffic, what is most used, and so there's quite a traffic on the river right here in the slide there in the middle of Germany. We have some concrete dams, but we have a lot of earth dams because the mountains are not that high. When they are higher in the south part of Germany and Austria, they have a lot of concrete dams as well. Ecological status, what is the quality of the rivers? It's not that what we expect to be. There's a long way to go. Here on the red line you can see this is the critical things. Here on the other slide you see the groundwater availability, and here on the right side the red one is a nitrate in the groundwater, and this is another headache because there's too much sludge from the agricultural on top of the farms and the groundwater is polluted. We get a lot of trouble now with the European community. How is the climate change in Germany? Here on this slide you can see we have two scenarios. One is the more easy one, but the other one is more severe. So you see East Germany around Berlin, Potsdam, all this area. It's pretty dry, and this is the area where we get trouble in the future when the climate change will continue. Germany is quite enthusiastic to close down the lignite mine areas, the coal areas, the black coal is closed already last year. All the pits are closed, and now we're going to close also the lignite. Here, this is on the area where I live, more or less till 2038 it will be closed. And also nuclear power, in 2 years we will close all the nuclear power stations in Germany. So we are living in a laboratory, in an exciting area how to change the energy from historical areas to new renewable energy. What are the challenges of tomorrow? Here you see a catchment area, the river reservoir, and then the area. So we will have a lot of new technology, automation. We get the fourth stage in the wastewater treatment plant because of the micropollutants. We want to get rid of them. We are looking for ozone, active coal membranes in the fourth stage. A lot of research is going on in this area. Microplastic, a big topic. Most of the microplastic comes from cars. So from the rubbers, and is a big thing. What I said already, sewage sludge incineration is a big topic. In the next 10 years we will have more than 20 new mono incineration plants, and then we recover from the ash the phosphor, because the phosphor we need as a fertilizer of our farming areas. The old technology, our machines, a lot of machines are now 30 to 40 years old. We invested a lot in the 1980s, 90s. So we have to renew the machines. There's a lot of investment needed for the future. And also the sewer system getting older, so we have to rebuild and renovate the sewer system as well. Demography, we're running out of people. Old people getting retired. The same with me, I get retired in 2 years, and we need new people for the future, so we can have a big problem for the future on that. Digitalization, simulation, remote control sensors, and the digital twins. This is a new challenge for the future and also for our education system. On top, climate change, of course, stormwater, heavy droughts, and we have severe climate change in Germany now, so that is really something we have to change our cities of tomorrow. Cybersecurity comes on top. We have to make sure that our infrastructure is safe, a big topic in the future. Coming back to the training, because training is that what drives me, because I'm head of the training. We started in 1955 to set up the first working groups, and in 1984 we got an official government recognized qualification, and in 2002 we updated that. We are still now working on a new update on that. So we need more and more qualified staff, because that's something what we need for the future. Here, another point we started a couple of years back to start with competitions that we took from the WEFTEC. My boss was in the WEFTEC in 2008 or 2009, and he came back, he said, can we do this kind of challenge in Germany? I said yes, and we started in 2010 on the IFAD. IFAD is the biggest trade show in the world. I know that the WEFTEC always says that they are the biggest annual conference and trade show in the world. That's right. Annually, it's right. But the biggest trade show in the world is the IFAD, with more than 3,000 companies and more than 140,000 visitors every 2 years. And since 2004, we have IO Expo China, and we have Mumbai, and here you see all the names in Istanbul and Johannesburg in South Africa. So on this trade show, we started to create these, our German, what we called Water Skills Germany and University Challenge. And then we came to WEFTEC Chicago. Here you see that our team, and we had a very good time with our colleagues from Chicago. They trained us with an excellent time. And already Steve Harrison from WEF came over twice to see us on the IFAD. So it's a very good cooperation between that. And in 2013, we started the World Skills Journey, what I say, a journey to World Skills. What is World Skills? World Skills is an initiative to get all the different countries joined into a water technology training. And we started in 2013, and last year in Russia, we are official skill, and next year, we are in 2021, we are in China. And we're looking forward to that. So please, American teams, join up. It's for young people to join. Last time, the world needs more skilled water technicians. 80% of the wastewater in the world is not treated at all. So there's a big need for that. Please, guys, join in, qualify your stuff, and take care that everybody is on a good shape. I wish you had a good time and you got some ideas about that. If you need more information, come to my YouTube channel, Rudiger Heidebrecht. You find a lot of more YouTube channel over there. Bye-bye and all the best.